afternoon, everyone. Thanks for coming in. I know it sucks to come in after a whole day of classes, but I really appreciate it. Today we're going to be talking about sexuality values. So first, let's do a little brainstorming activity. When I say values, what comes to mind? What do you think when you think of the word values?
Like beliefs.
Beliefs, okay. Anyone else? Kind of like guidelines. Who else wants to say something?
Morals.
Morals, okay. Now, where do you learn all of these from? Are you just born and you know all of your values, or who teaches them to you? Your environment, okay.
Parents.
Family.
Okay. Parents, family. Now, who else?
I said friends.
Friends, okay. Are the values that you learn from your friends and peers the same as the values that you learn from your parents? Or are they
Probably
different?
not necessarily.
Not necessarily? Okay. Would you talk about them the same way with your peers as you would with your parents? Probably not. Okay. When it comes to values that are related to your relationships, those are going to be different with your parents than they would be with your friends, right? Would you talk about them the same way with them? Okay. Would you be more open with your friends or with your parents?
Friends.
Parents? Okay. That's right, that some people have different answers. Alright. Well, now that we've talked about values for a little bit, I'm going to give you guys a worksheet, and I just want you to take a few minutes to fill out what you think the appropriate age is for each of these activities. There's no right answer, so take your time, and you don't have to have the same answer as the person next to you or anything. Some of them might be more difficult to answer than the others, but that's okay. Sorry. So just take a few minutes and fill those in. You can talk with the people next to you. It's not like a silent activity or anything.
But I kissed Chris Johnson when I was like, I was 11. 12.
If you can't think of a specific number, I know it's very difficult. So if you can't think of a specific age, you put like middle school or something. If that makes it a little bit easier.
I used to go to
He's the partner.
undressing.
You just live in a room. Once you're in a serious relationship.
Yeah.
Undressing from
So there's not a specific number. You can write down a scenario. Try to think of an actual age though. It'll make it a little easier.
If I was a kid, that's probably best.
These are 11th grade.
I thought it was 9th grade.
11.
Probably half of them have had sex.
That's not true.
What was that the name?
Terrorization.
Where it's like false ideas.
False ideas.
Like whatever. We learn about it. Where kids think it. It's not true. But everyone has sex. So like most. No, we're not. Don't bother me.
Like
Take
normative?
a minute or two and try to wrap it
Yeah.
up. So you don't have to answer
Like
every
normative
single one.
education?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Social norms?
My parents were married at 20 and 21.
Alright, everyone, is everyone about done?
Different day and age.
Have a baby. I'm chill. Have a baby and have children.
I could have children at 20.
Is everyone all wrapped up?
You got at least more than
You're
one.
good?
When you have children, you have a few kids.
Yeah. With your partner? Yeah.
I know it's difficult.
26.
Okay, now let's pick a few that we can discuss which ages we picked. So, who wants to volunteer one of them, and then I'll have a few people tell me what age. How about the first one, hold hands? Could someone tell me what age they put down for hold hands?
I said any age.
Any?
Pre-K.
Okay.
What did you say?
Pre-K.
Pre-K. Okay. Any other ages that want to be volunteered?
I was.
What'd you say, Molly?
I said any age.
Any age? Okay. Does anyone have a specific age? No one put a specific age for that one. How about go on a date?
16.
15.
15.
Okay.
I put 12.
12? Okay.
I put 12 also.
Alright.
I put 13. You can go to the movies.
Sixth grade?
That's true.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's different kinds of dates.
Oh,
you can go
short
on.
dates.
Okay.
12.
How about
Is that?
live with your partner?
18.
I said
Yeah.
mid 20.
Put 21.
22. 23.
Okay. What were some other ages that people said?
Mid 20s.
Mid-20s? Okay.
I mean, once you get to college, you can
We answer on a sleepover.
Alright, let's pick one more. How about go to a strip club?
16.
18.
16.
I heard 16 and 18. What other ages?
Well, I know, but you have to be 18 to get in. You can see it on the internet. Yeah, but you can't get into the strip club.
But if you were to make the law,
Yeah,
what would
that's what
you
I'm
say?
saying. Oh, see.
30.
You don't want my
30?
Never.
Okay. Okay. Good job. Now, can you guys just get with your appropriate groups based on the dot on the corner of your page?
Orange.
Party.
Two of us over here.
Who's orange? Alright, why doesn't orange come over here? Blue can go over here, and green can go over here. Sorry, Caitlin. I know that's not what you want. Stop looking at me.
Go.
Let's sneeze.
Oh, I just did there.
Last year, I feel so bad for you guys. That's just the vision was best.
Alright, now with your group mates, I would like you to talk about which age you think was the easiest to pick, which was the most difficult, and if you guys disagree on one, why do you think you disagree? So the easiest, the most difficult, and one that you disagree on and why.
Yeah, me too. I left it blank. Really? I said it once and once you start having, like, once you want to have sex with someone, that's what it is. It's not probably or like want to do serious. Really? I thought it was. Yeah. I said 60.
We're the hardest.
Have a sleepover with a partner? I said 16/18. I think it could be like anywhere in the serious places.
Yeah, I put 18.
Like, once you
Yeah.
There's no law for that, and obviously relationships are all
It changes.
Because I was
What do you
thinking
guys
that,
think of that?
I said
I
20.
said when you're ready, so sleepovers and stuff, so.
Alright, what was the hardest one?
That's like, but I put 18. We are
Yeah.
it doesn't yeah.
Well,
So I said no.
Okay.
So
And you just like, were you thinking of personal experiences when you chose that one?
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Okay.
I think get married. Have a baby. I said 18.
Or maybe did someone you
29.
know better?
6th graders.
But when is it okay? When is it okay to?
What was your first name?
Yeah, I was.
It's okay.
These were hard though.
Yeah.
The last ones were hard?
Yeah.
when
Exactly. That's what I put, and like I don't want to do
when I have
later.
a baby when
I just took it from my first
I
one.
said 17.
Yeah,
Wait,
so I put
16
that.
plus because I said you don't go out.
And I put.
my mom would.
You want to get to it?
My mom had me when she was 30, and I thought that was too old.
My mom had me when she was 75. How's it going over here?
Good.
Did you guys pick the easiest and most difficult?
Yeah, I think so. What did you go? Just undressed. Ours was undressed.
Yeah. Or most difficult or easiest?
Most difficult.
Most difficult? Okay.
It's just weird. Yeah, you don't associate age with that normally.
Yeah.
Basically,
It's difficult
it's
concept to
like
grasp.
high school, so
And even like
it's
have sexual intercourse, like it all
fine.
depends on like the situation of the person, like.
Yeah, I wrote 25 to 30.
When I knocked on your door,
What did we say the easiest was?
You were a bar, but you were different. I said 21.
Just
Yeah,
So it's like-
because that's the law. Yeah, that's why I went with it.
But I feel like you can go into a bar when you're under 18 and then just get
Yeah.
Is everyone done talking? Did everyone choose an easiest and most difficult? Alright, who wants to volunteer why you guys thought one was the easiest? How about your group?
Yeah, we
So we agree on our easiest.
Yeah,
Okay.
we never really got one.
Which one did you choose?
For hardest,
Easiest.
Well, we said go to a bar. They said 21, I said 18.
Okay.
So we didn't all agree.
So do you think that's because that's the law in some places? That some places you can get into a bar at 18 and some places you can get into a bar when you're 21?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were there any other influences that you think?
Probably just
After
because I think that when you're 18, you should be able to like go where you like you're an adult, so you should be able to do like
To
what
do
you
what you
want.
Okay. Who else thought one was the easiest? Did you guys pick one?
We picked holding hands.
Holding hands? Okay. Why do you think that that was the easiest to pick? What age did you put?
Always hold hands.
You can always hold hands?
Yeah,
Because it's innocent?
I guess. I mean, hold hands with your parents and stuff. I mean,
It's true. Okay. Good job. How about you guys?
Pick God on a date. I didn't think it was difficult to choose an age. But yeah, did all have different ages for it, so
Okay. Which one was the most difficult?
undress in front of a boy or girl.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah.
said.
It was difficult to choose an age for that one?
Yeah, because it's like, there's no set.
Mhm. Okay.
We said get married.
Get married? Alright, why did you choose that one?
Thought it like differed for every person. There
Yeah.
can't be like a certain like bar that you have to get in at a certain age.
Do you think that any like family values instill something in someone that they might not want to get married until they're 24 or until they're 22? Some people. Do you think so?
Probably.
yeah, I think for a lot of people it's like when you're out of college and you have a job.
And everything else in your life is settled down. You can settle down. Okay. And was there anyone that you disagreed on with your partner, and which one was that? Most of them? Okay. Do you think you could, if you were in a relationship with someone, do you think if you disagreed on one, how do you think you would go about it? For example, if, let's say, you were with your partner for a year and they wanted to move in with you, but you didn't think that was right, what do you think you would do?
Bless you.
Let's choose.
From why,
Explain to them why?
yeah,
Okay. Do you think,
your point of view.
okay, do you think you would break up with them if you had different values about that one thing?
What if they kept trying to push you into living with them?
Okay. Do you think you would compromise?
I would try to
I mean,
compromise.
it's kind of hard to
Yeah, it's a
compromise.
compromise.
That's
It's
not
hard.
right.
I mean, you could like
Say
give them
they
a
live
key to
together
your
and
house.
don't
And
live
they
together.
could give you a key to their house.
Yeah. Every situation is different to compromising, but
Right.
okay. Do you think gender matters in each of these? Do you think, like, did some of the boys and girls in your group pick different ages for certain things, and could you clearly see that?
Yeah.
I think
question.
In our group, like the boys, like me and Todd, like our ages for a few of them were older.
Mhm.
Molly's.
Mhm.
Just
Like which one?
Like having a baby, getting married,
Okay.
having children. Just what I
Yeah, like 25 to 30, like 25 to 35 for those last three.
So what do you think that means? Okay. Okay, you want to be younger when you have a baby? That's just a personal belief. Okay.
Yeah, whereas like I'd rather have like my life settled in like financially, because I feel
Okay.
like at like 22, 23, especially being a teacher education major,
Yeah.
you don't know like what your financial outlook's gonna be.
Alright, well that was very good reasoning. Good job, Sam. So the point of this lesson is that I want you guys to be able to discuss with your parents these kinds of things. And I know not all of them are going to be easy to discuss, but I have a parent interview worksheet that I want to give you guys. So before next lesson, which is next week, I want you guys to try to discuss with your parents some of these things. And then just have them sign it. And I know that values are not going to be easy to discuss with them, but maybe there will be a good approach that you can come up with and you can share it with your classmates. Are there any questions on this worksheet? You want to look through it first? How about number 4? What are your values for me regarding sexual activity? Do you think that's going to be a difficult thing to ask your parents? Yeah. No? Okay. Okay. Well, if you feel uncomfortable asking any of these things, you don't have to, but I'd really appreciate if you tried to. Now, can you guys each please get out a blank sheet of paper? I just have a few last follow-up questions, and then we'll get... Oh, good idea. Alright. The first one. By doing this activity, I learned blank about myself. This is just for your own personal reflection. You're not going to have to share it with anyone. By doing this activity, I learned blank about myself. The next one is, this activity really made me think about blank. Maybe think of one of the specific values that we discussed or one of the activities from the sheet. This activity really made me think about blank. And the last one, my values blank. So just have an open-ended statement about your values. Maybe about how they're influenced, how open you feel about discussing them. And then actually, let's do one more. The last one is, how do you feel about the parent worksheet that I just gave you? Do you actually think you're going to do it? And what do you think some of the challenges of actually interacting with your parents and talking about values are going to be? Is everyone all done? Alright, well, I look forward to seeing your parent interview sheets next week. Thank you.
Have a nice day.